Coming up, my review of All Saints' best-selling fragrance, Sunset Riot. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. This is Joel the Nose, and I am coming to you from Miami as usual. And today I am completing my series. So this will be my first full series that I've actually done where I review the entire house, or most of it, whatever I have access to. In this case, I have access to all 5 of the fragrances from the British fashion retailer All Saints. And you may have seen some of my previous videos where I've reviewed all of them, including Leather Skies, Incense City, Metal Wave, Flora Mortis, and now Sunset Riot. This was released last year, 2019. It's less than a year old. The entire fragrance line is less than a year old. And from talking to the managers at All Saints at different locations, every location, I've been to 3 of them, this is their #1 seller. They say Sunset Riot is the one that flies off the racks at the store. So I wanted to kind of save this one for last and measure it up against the other ones. I also have a playlist that you can go if you want to see my previous videos of the other 4 that I just mentioned. There's a playlist called All Saints, and there you can take a look at the other reviews. By the way, I will do, shortly after this one, a recap where I just summarize all 5 and pick my favorite. So, here we go. Sunset Riot, this is, by the way, from their sample pack that you can buy. They have a 3-pack sample that you can buy at the store for about $42. And you get these, I don't know, they look like they're about 10 mLs or so. Yeah, about 10 mLs roughly or so of fragrance. And this retails, like all the others, for a 100 ml bottle is $79. So again, excellent value across the line for what you're getting here. This was, again, released 2019. It's an eau de parfum, again, Sunset Riot. How they describe it in their literature and in their marketing materials for each of these 5, what they do is they have a 3-word description. This one is addictive, explosive, amber. And wow, sorry. I had a senior moment there for a second. So, what do I say next? This one is very interesting to me because it immediately reminded me of something else when I sprayed it. And I've been wearing it today, just so you know. I've been wearing it on the insides of my elbows. I've been wearing it on the insides of my neck. I've been wearing it on the back of my neck, in the back of my left hand. And when you spray this, okay, immediately, you know, oh, by the way, let me tell you the notes as they list. The notes they list are pink pepper, orange flower, cedarwood, and amber. So they don't go into, they have some other synthetics that are common to the entire line here, so you have a similar DNA. But this one, I'll get into it. Right off the bat, when you spray it, to me, you get this juicy orange and pepper. It's very kind of wet and juicy at the top. It's a little bit spicy. And I definitely get a little bit of the rose underpinning and also the cedar. So it gets kind of this little woody effect all at the top. So I'm kind of getting the full fragrance coming out at that initial top. Now you have to dig deep in your skin to smell that. So you're supposed to get the cedar. You're not going to get that as it's kind of wafting off your skin. You're going to get more of the kind of peppery, I think, orange at that point. When you go in and you smell the skin, you're going to get more of the rose and more of the pepper. So just, you know, clarification there. What will I say is this, that I was actually wearing this a couple days ago when I was first testing it. I was testing it next to, I was wearing on another part of my body, A Day in My Life by Mark Buxton. I'll put up a card here. That's a review I did, which is a kind of, I called it a masculine rose. And so right off the bat, I was getting similarities to that, just because of the rose, I think. But then I was trying to pinpoint it. This smells, I gotta say, very, very, very similar to Callan or Callan, however you want to say it, by Parfums de Marly. I'll put up a card there of one of the reviews I did from them a few months ago. But this, and then when you look at the notes of Callan, it's orange, you know, kind of orange blossom or orange flowers, orange, you know, orangish pink pepper at the top. this had a very, 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 very close approximation, I think, to Callan. Now, they both came out around the same time last year. It's very interesting because they're kind of unique to the market. This Sunset Ride is totally unique, very different from the other four in the house. Callan is also, I think, very different from the Parfums de Marly. It's kind of it goes in a different direction than most of their other ones. So, you almost got to wonder, was there, because these, by the way, all scents are made by Revlon. Was there some type of information shared? Was something going on? I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. But if you like Callan or, that type of fragrance, you're going to like this. This is obviously a cheaper, more synthetic version. Parfums de Marly is a higher quality, niche level, a lot more natural components and materials. This is going to be your more synthetic version of that. But for someone who wants to pay a cheaper price and kind of get into the market and smell it, especially if they get one of these sample packs, really cheap. It is very linear. It doesn't really change throughout the fragrance. It kind of stays this orange. The pepper dies down after about an hour. The projection on this, I'll say, similar to 3 other in the house, which are Metal Wave and Flora Mortis, which is projections for about an hour or 2. You get decent projection and sillage, not beast mode. And then on your skin, it's good, really good skin scent for about 4 or 5 hours, and it stays on your skin for about 6 or 7 hours on my skin. And that was almost to a T what those other 3 I just mentioned, Flora Mortis and Metal Wave, did. So very similar, performance. For the price, I think it's more than reasonable. I think this fragrance is unique from the other ones, so you'll probably, those people who like something a little bit more unique from the other ones are going to like this one. I think that's why it's so popular. I think this is a true unisex fragrance, by the way. I think that it goes right down the line. It is neither masculine nor feminine, but can, I think, wear it either way depending on who's wearing it. And I think, again, it would smell nice on a date. And on a woman that I was with, I think it would smell very good. It had a touch of, I liked with that cedar at the base, with the orange and pepper. I kind of liked it. Came give it a little bit grittiness, a little bit woodiness to it. But there you have it. That's my review. It's, again, pretty linear, so you're not going to get a lot of complexity from it, and you're getting about 6-7 hours with about an hour or 2 of good projection. In a quick summary. Did they achieve their goal of addictive, explosive amber? I would say this is not explosive. To me, the amber it wasn't really an amber fragrance. This is much more an orange and kind of pepperish or cedar fragrance on my skin. I can see why this is their most popular. I think this is kind of very safe. It's very kind of mass appealing. And so there you have it. If you have subscribed already, thank you very much, everybody, for doing so. If you have not, please take the time to consider clicking, subscribing, ringing the bell for notifications, liking the video if you found this useful. And I will hope everybody's having a great new year. I look forward to bringing you many more videos. I will be bringing, as I said, a video coming up summarizing and recapping all 5 fragrances so that you can get it in one video and don't have to watch all 5 if you don't have the time to catch up. This is Joel the Nose, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks.